Good morning. I'm Assistant Sheriff Fred Haas with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. I'm here to provide additional details regarding an officer-involved shooting that occurred on December 19th, 2025. Please note that we are still early in this investigation, and these are the details as we know them today. This is the 7th officer-involved shooting this year, and it is the 4th non-fatal officer-involved shooting this year. In comparison to last year, we had 16 officer-involved shootings, 9 of which were fatal, 7 of which were non-fatal. The location of this officer-involved shooting is in the 3600 block of Procyon Street. You can see an overview of this location to my left. The officer identified in this incident is Officer Martin Biarato. He is 30 years old and has been employed by LVMPD since 2022. Officer Biarato was armed with a Glock 34 9mm handgun equipped with a tactical light and an optic. This investigation revealed that he fired 1 round. The suspect in this incident is identified as Wunya Lynham. He's 25 years old, 5 feet 8 inches tall, and 150 pounds. His charges related to this incident consist of assault on a protected person, victim is a first responder, resisting a public officer, and obtaining and using personal identifying information of another to avoid prosecution. The details of this call start on December 19th, 2025 at 1:11 a.m. LVMPD patrol officers were in the area of West Twain and South Valley View Boulevard where they observed a white sedan that was unregistered. A vehicle stop was conducted on this vehicle, and one of the occupants, who was later identified as Lynham, was sitting in the rear passenger seat, not wearing a seatbelt, and was requested by the officers that he identify himself. Lynham provided officers with a name and date of birth that were later determined to be fictitious. As officers were attempting to confirm Lynham's identity, he opens the rear passenger door and exits the vehicle. Officers gave him direction to please remain in the car, but he fled on foot from the area. I'm now going to show you the body-worn camera of him getting out of the car and fleeing on foot.
Oh, stay in the car. Way to go, bro. 1%. Running. You don't ground head against force. Point. Gonna use a DMA, register, blue jeans, white shoes.
This foot pursuit went eastbound on Twain Avenue and then northbound on Procyon Street, where Lynham was located hiding behind vehicles in the parking lot of a business. Several officers during the foot pursuit issued verbal commands in an attempt to take him into custody, but he refused to comply and continued to flee. As Lynham was hiding near a parked car, he appeared to pull an unknown object, which we now know was a cell phone, from his waistband. Several officers saw this and communicated the suspect had what they believed to be a firearm. Officers continued to issue verbal commands before deploying an electronic control device in an attempt to take him into custody, which was ineffective on the scene. I'm now going to play the body-worn camera video from an officer which shows Lynham holding the phone near his waistband while concealing himself behind the vehicle and that taser deployment.
Hey, you reach for anything, you're gonna get fucking tased or shot, you understand? Show me your hands. Get the fuck out of here. Hey, take your hands out of your pants. Out of your pants. Hands up. Gun, 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 gun. Steady, sir.
So as you can hear in this video, the officer believes the suspect is armed and communicates that with the other officers in the area by saying gun, 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 gun. Lynham then moves around the vehicle and advances toward officers while he's holding the phone in his hand, causing Officer Biarato to fire 1 round, striking Lynham. I'm now going to show you Officer Biarato's body-worn camera, which shows Lynham advancing towards the officer with the phone in his hands.
You reach for anything, you're gonna get fucking tased or shot, you understand? Get the fuck out of here. Put your hands up, asshole. Hands up. Hands up. Stop reaching. Stop reaching. Stop reaching, bro. Stop reaching. Stop. Stop. Stop reaching. Get on the ground.
So I'm going to show you 2 still photographs of one when he's behind the vehicle and one as he's approaching our officer, but you can see the phone in his hands. What I want you to look at here is how he's holding that phone in his hands. Officers immediately rendered aid and requested medical personnel who arrived and transported Lynham to a nearby hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, where he was treated, released, and then booked into Clark County Detention Center on his charges. One officer during this event received a minor injury and was treated also as well. During this investigation, we did reveal that Lynham had a PMP warrant, parole and probation warrant, for his arrest for a previous case involving a concealed weapon as well. We believe that's why he gave the false information and why he ran from the scene. This concludes the briefing. I'll answer a few questions. All right, thank you very much.